I enjoy raising veal. Well, number one, I was raised on a veal farm, so I've been doing this since I was a young teenager. My name is Chris Landwehr. I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I raise veal calves. And I love working with the animals, and every day is different. I'm a morning person, so I like getting up at 3:30, heading to the barn, and by 7 o'clock, I have this sense of accomplishment. And I like seeing that same pride and everything instilled in my kids.
The best part of my job is definitely working with farmers. I work with a lot of small family farms. They take a lot of pride in what they do. I'm Marissa Haig. I'm a veterinarian. So my role as a veterinarian is to work with veal producers and farmers to ensure the health of the calves. So a veal calf, we get them around 100 pounds from the dairy farm. When they come to us, they go into a starter system. And that's kind of like our nursery system. So they get individual care until they're healthy enough and they have really good immune systems. And then they move into a group housing like you see behind me here. And these group pens are usually 5 to 10 animals. And they are raised up to about 500, 550, 6 months old.
My name is Chad Yoder. So I schedule all the calves into the farm, and I also schedule the finished calves back into our plant. We keep our calves inside to protect them from the environment. Here in Pennsylvania, we can get some very cold winter days, below zero. The calves are inside in a heated barn. We keep the barns 50, 55 degrees is what we are looking to do. The barns provide shade for the calves in the summer and heat in the winter. The side curtains go up and down, so it's naturally ventilated, so we're able to get plenty of fresh air through to the calves.
Calves are raised in group pens where they can lay down, walk around, groom naturally. They're definitely not raised with tethers or in crates. As a veterinarian, I love seeing animals raised this way. They're healthy, they're happy, and we've definitely changed as an industry.
Raising veal calves has really changed over the years. American Veal Association is a group of family-owned businesses that represent milk-fed veal. It can be feed manufacturers, meat processors, farmers. Veal is raised in what I call the traditional dairy belt. So it's kind of where the cheese industry developed. So the milk-fed veal is primarily produced in New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, and Wisconsin. Veal farming is sustainable because we're utilizing dairy bull calves. The veal industry is a way to take those calves and add a lot more value to them by making a high-quality meat protein. And we're also utilizing the whey byproducts that are coming from the cheese manufacturers. Over 30% of those whey solids at this point are not being utilized.
When you take milk from the farm, you can make either butter or you can make cheese with that. From both of those production lines, you get either skim milk powder or you get whey powder, or whey protein concentrate. I'm Dr. Sonia Arnold. As an animal nutritionist, that means that I am in charge of all of the ingredients that go into anything that we feed to the calves. And so what I do is take those ingredients and mix them back together to make a high quality, very digestible protein product. We also feed a grain mix to our calves. Again, high quality, that one is all plant-based ingredients, and mixing that together to make sure all of the protein requirements are met.
Iron is a very important nutrient for veal calves. They need it for normal growth, for normal function, and so at no time in the production of veal are the calves anemic.
A lot of the things that we do to make them stay healthy is just common sense things. Ventilation is probably the biggest thing. If it's not comfortable for me, it's not going to be comfortable for them. And then from there, we have evolved again into using a lot of natural products, probiotics, vaccines, vitamin and minerals, and things like that. I even use apple cider vinegar.
In the event that one of our calves gets sick, we're going to treat them just like I would treat my son if he got sick. Typically we don't use antibiotics, but if we do, we try to use them very judiciously. So when that calf goes to market, it's healthy for your family.
The strength of the veal farming business is the families that take care of the animals and the quality of the care and the comfort that they provide for these animals.
About 85% of our growers are from the Amish and Mennonite community. What you'd see if you came in here on a normal day is the family working together. The father would be mixing the milk, the wife maybe feeding it, the children would be running around dumping basins and giving grain.
There's a lot of things you don't need to raise veal. You don't need fancy equipment, you don't need hundreds of acres of land, but what you do need is a heart that really enjoys spending time in the barn with the animals.
I remember when my kids were little and they'd want to go to the lake or go somewhere, and I would say, we can't until the work is done, just because this is our livelihood.